So today I'm going to show you how to make the most delicious and mouth-watering yet simple garden egg sauce ever. This can be paired with some white rice, some boiled yams, some boiled plantains. Listen guys, the list of what you can do with this is endless. If you want to learn how I put this together, watch to the end of this video and stay tuned. And without further ado, let's dive right into it. So here are the list of ingredients which I'll be using for this recipe. Over here I've got some white garden eggs. This is the star of the dish, of course. I know some people use the green ones, but personally I prefer these white ones because I tried using those green ones once and I didn't like how my garden egg sauce came out. It was sort of bitter, so I would advise you go for this one, but it's a personal preference. Just do whatever works for you. Next is my pepper mix. I've got chili pepper known as Shombo, I've got paprika pepper known as Tatashe, I've got one onion bulb, and I've got two types of Atarodo, the green and the red. If you're an ardent watcher of this channel by now, you know I really love this green Atarodo, but if the red one is the only one you can find, feel free to use just that. So next is my palm oil, which I am going to be bleaching, and this is optional because I know some people prefer to use vegetable oil. I use vegetable oil sometimes for my garden egg sauce and it still comes out great, so any of the above is fine, they can both serve. I'm going to link the video to how I bleach my palm oil at home without causing any air pollution, so if you want to watch and learn how to do that, just check the description box of this video, it's going to be linked there. So next I've got some chopped Pomo, aka cow skin, and this has already been washed and cooked. I've also got some chopped onions, I've got some salt to taste and 2 crayfish seasoning cubes, I've got some crayfish powder, and lastly I've got some smoked prawns. I'm going to take off the head and the leg because they're not edible. I'll soak this in hot water for a couple of minutes and I'll give it a good wash. Please ensure you wash your smoked prawns properly because this smoked prawns, it contains a lot of dirt and sand, so please ensure you wash it properly. You do not want all that in your food, trust me. So I've just washed and chopped my peppers and my garden eggs into smaller sizes, and I'm going to let this cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. The purpose of this is so your garden eggs and peppers can become soft and you can easily just mash it or pound it or however you want to do it basically. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So guys, our garden eggs and peppers are now soft and I'm going to pound them using a wooden mortar. You can use a masher for this or even a fork if you don't have a masher, but this is what I'll be using because this is the pattern that I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with, so I'm just going to do it this way. You can also make your peppers separately, but I just chose to do them together because I didn't see the need to separate them, and it's also going to help you save time, so it's best to just do it this way. I'm going to pound them slightly. Make sure that the garden egg still has a bit of texture to it, so please do not pound or mash it till it's smooth. So guys, after mashing or pounding your garden eggs and peppers, this is the consistency you should be going for. As you can see, my garden eggs and peppers, it still has a bit of texture, so I'm going to scoop out everything and I'll set it aside, and we'll move over to our stove top and begin to prepare our garden egg sauce proper. So over here I have my bleached palm oil heating up, and to this I'm going to add in my chopped onions. I'll saute this for a couple of minutes until the onions becomes translucent. Then I'm going to add in some of the crayfish powder. Make sure you stir properly so your crayfish doesn't burn. Afterwards I'm going to add in my smoked prawns followed by my chopped pomo, and then I'm going to bring in my garden eggs and my pepper mix. As you can see, there are still chunks of peppers and garden eggs. This is the consistency that's perfect for me. So now to this I'm going to season with some seasoning cubes, the remaining crayfish powder, salt to taste, and I'm just going to give it a good mix and I'll let this fry up. As you can see, garden egg sauce does not require a lot of ingredients, so this is fine for me. I'm just combining it properly and I'll leave this to fry up for about 5 to 6 minutes and we'll come back and check on it. So it's 5 minutes later and our garden egg sauce is ready. How you know this is when you see the oil floating by the side and on top like so. That's when you know it's good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this recipe. If you did, please do not forget to leave me a like, subscribe to my channel, comment on this video, and if you recreate this recipe, please tag me on Instagram. I would highly appreciate. Turn on your post notifications so you'll be the first to get alerted whenever I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye.